Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the Icecap Island tutorial. Start of the mission, all you're going to want to do is follow the cutscenes, get the water heater, and spawn the litter bugs as quickly as you can. And then immediately what we're going to be doing is heading towards this ice crystal, and we're going to use the litter bug to launch ourselves over this wall. There's normally an invisible wall right here that you can't get around, but if you get a good enough launch, then you can actually get over this cliff ledge right there. So I'll show you how that's done. There is sort of an invisible block right here, making sort of this small nook. And that's really good for litter bug launches. They really don't like tight geometry like that. So in order to make this trick work, we're going to stand kind of parallel to this ice wall, aim towards that lighter section of the wall ahead of us, and we're just going to walk forward. And as we turn to the right, that invisible wall that I showed you is going to start to kind of push us outwards like that. So what we're going to do is just aim slowly to the right, and just as it starts to push us, that's when we're going to want to let go of the litter bug. Sometimes it kind of kicks you into the air like that. Just pick the litter bug back up and try again. Once you get the litter bug into position, you're going to be sprinting forward and aiming for this sort of intersection between the wall and that shadow right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be sprinting into that corner, and you're going to watch the gun on the right side of the screen. Just as it's lurching forward like that, that's when you're going to want to start sucking at the litter bug. You don't have to do any crazy mouse movements or jumps or anything. It's really just timing your right mouse button. Drop the litter bug. Try again because it kicked us out. And it might take you a couple tries. This is definitely a kind of trick that you'll want to practice a couple times. But there we go. Once you get the launch, just immediately do a little U-turn, and like I said, just head right over that rock wall right there. When you land in this section, you're going to want to immediately run in between these two robots here. The red one and the gold one is going to be the spot that we're going to launch ourselves. The goal is to land anywhere along this bridge. In the future, landing on that section is going to be ideal, because if we're able to land up there consistently, then we can skip all the intro cutscenes with the water heater and the bank robot. I've only gotten that once, so we're going to have to play around with it a lot to make that anywhere near consistent. For now, more often than not, you're going to get launched in sort of this direction, and the goal is going to be to land up in this little corner up here. Interestingly, on console, there is an invisible wall there, so this trick would not work on console even if you had a high enough mouse sensitivity. For some reason, that invisible wall is not there on PC. So, to do the trick, you're going to want to run in between these two robots. It will not let you proceed past this point. The gap is just a little too narrow, which is good for us. You're going to want to be sprinting forward, and then once you're between the two of them, you're going to jump, and just barely after you jump, you're going to flick to the camera to the left. And you can see that already kicked me out a little bit. You basically just want to pair that sort of launch that it gave us with the upwards momentum of our jump, and it will carry us upwards on top of that cliff. So it's going to be a jump and a flick. And when I flick to the left, for some reason, it feels better for me if I do sort of a U-shape. It's something you probably have to play around with yourself and just see what works for you. But it seems like doing that little U-shape works for me. And I think the biggest key to playing around with this trick is just messing with the timing between your jump and when you flick. Sometimes, like, you'll do it like both almost at the same time. Sometimes it's jump and then flick like a fraction of a second afterwards. It's something you'll just have to play around with. We'll land here. We're going to sprint between the two robots, jump, flick. And like I said, usually it wants to kick us off in this direction here. We can land just like that and just proceed down to the end of the level. Alright, thanks for watching.